Hello, this is the Logos case presentation seminar 2, Group 3, group members, Bina, Loukmane and Kimi. In this presentation, we will go through a brief introduction of the Logos group, issues within their supply chain, strategic choices, factors influencing the strategy, evaluation of the strategic choices, and finally the key issues. A brief introduction of the Logos Group. The Logos Group was founded in 1932 by Old Creek Christians. The company has passed from father to son and is now owned by Jed Creek Christians and a grandchild of the founder. The company's name is associated with high quality product, and it was named twice as the toy of the toy of the century. The company is the world's third manufacturer in toy industry. However, this doesn't mean like the company didn't have any problems. Now we're gonna start about the issues within their supply chain, and we identified those in 4 main points: product development, sourcing, manufacturing, and distribution. And a level of product development, they suffered from the cost of innovation, as they were trying to introduce new products every year, but they couldn't sell all of them, and they had to keep them in their warehouses, and this cost them high cost of inventory, of course, and because these products were no more produced. So this new product strategy had a high cost because they couldn't sell all their products. The second one is sourcing. They had a lack of suppliers strategy because the demand for new and specific materials resulted in a huge number of suppliers. This number of suppliers and the demand for unique materials that can only be bought in big amounts to produce customized items left the company with considerable waste. Then we move to manufacturing. Due to their unorganized production teams, it made it difficult to get reliable data about demand. And in addition, this made it so difficult to plan for a long time. And this didn't allow the company to utilize their capacity in 100%. Therefore, they were just using 70% of their capacity. Furthermore, they had their plants in really high-cost countries like USA, Denmark, and Switzerland. The last point is distribution. They focused more on serving many small customers. This has cost them a huge cost because they couldn't get the time, they couldn't get the product in the right place at the right time due to their unreliable stock keeping units, and also they had no clear policies within their distribution channels. Then we're gonna move to the strategic choices for business and organizational context and social and societal. Now we are going to see next is about push and pull strategy within Logos Group supply chain. Before the operational strategies were made, the supply chain had a long lead time. For example, it took them 3 to 4 days to get their products from European from Europe to the shelves to East European store shelves. And also, Logo made painful plan to deal with their employees by make them redundant in order to minimize the cost of labor. Moving plants from high-cost countries like USA to Mexico in order to minimize costs, and all of these are in the push process. However, when operational strategies were implicated, the lead time became shorter than before, and they did this by the change that was made by moving their distribution to a consolidated distribution. After doing so, the inventory was closer to the largest population and bigger retailers. Service level was also improved for retailers' choice in making, and also the response to the product customization. And there is all in the pull process. Overall, pull and push can occur in a supply chain in the same time. This push-pull diagram is in order to analyze how can the logo company be different or better in supply chain process. Now, we gonna move to the factor influencing the strategy. And when we talk about the factors influencing the strategy, the market environment is one of the main factors that affects the company's supply chain structure. A logo has a traditional traditional delivery system when they were delivering their products to small retailers. In a time when the market was changing to rigor for big box stores, its business strategy needed to be modified through the improvement of supply chain systems such as outsourcing its simple products to other manufacturers, moving its distribution channels closer to the customer customer, and phasing out 5 centers to be operated by DHL, and redesigning its entire distribution system to adapt for big box transformation. However, logo lacks market business strategy while it moved into video games and TV programs. Secondly is the innovation factor. Technological innovation is an essential element in the logo products. The cost of innovation include the price of materials and the cost of production. The various new products made complex in sourcing and manufacturing, especially its suppliers number, which is more than 11,000. However, technology might improve the integration of supply chain process with software such as MRP, MRP2, and ERP. Logos Group had poor managing resources planning and performance in its supply chain. And the second one is the relationship with suppliers. And before 2004, engineers, they were responsible directly to suppliers, which resulted in an increase of suppliers' number and waste materials. Then after 2004, the organization cut down on suppliers' number by 80%, and this has caused a decrease in the cost of material by 50%. Actually, gathering materials from less suppliers could improve supplier strategy and reduce the cost in the units material. And the last one is the global market, the relation customers. In the global market that offers a variety of products of different quality and cost, customers look for more choices, better services, higher quality and faster delivery, and this relationship with the customers need to be taken into account. And Logo Group not only moved their distribution center closer to their customer, but also conduct with its largest retailers for forecasting the demand of customized products. Then we're gonna move to the evaluation of Logos strategies. The Logos Group motto is only the best is good enough, as we can see. The drive to innovate influenced Logos Group development as a whole. And managing was the innovation was their strength point. However, they had to make some changes within their operational strategies when they thought that the business can be better. And first of all, they moved plants their plants to cheaper countries, for example, from USA to Mexico. Also, they utilized the existing elements in a good way, and they tried to not utilize the unnecessary elements to reduce the waste of those raw material, for example. And the customers were invited to participate in the product development. In this case, the designers might need some new requirement elements to meet their customers' need and make them satisfied. One more important point is the manufacturing part, which is the most important to reduce original costs in business. And therefore, the Logos Group took this into account by outsourcing their products to some parts of China and Europe. Of course, this was related with some disadvantages such as loss of control of the process and perhaps the quality of the products. Furthermore, Logo Group changed its distribution to be closer to customers and cut down on the numbers of their logistics. And the aim of this was to get benefits from the economic of scale and to encourage, in the same time, the competition between suppliers. Then we're going to move to the key issues of any supply chain, which are getting the right product to the right place at the right time, at the right cost, is the most important step in business supply chain. Then, as we see in this diagram, we could see that from 2004 to 2006, the changes were made by the Logos company had a great result and made more profit and revenue for the company. However, this takes us to a conclusion with the one question is, are the changes made by the Logos Group enough for now and the future? And the answer is never enough. The companies need always to be ready for any change within the market. Thank you, and should you have any questions, please email us.